Hello, my name is Donald Alexander. First, I wanted to say thank you for allowing me to be part of the Coffee and Metal podcast. Thank you to Angel Phoenix for the chance to answer these questions about the band and my life. This will be an interview for June 2nd for the band Skin Harvest, of which I am the lead singer. The first question is: who are your biggest musical influences and how have they shaped your style? Growing up, I was part of a church band, playing the acoustic guitar and singing. And as I grew older, around 13 and 14, I discovered bands like Guns N' Roses, Pantera, Van Halen, Metallica, and Megadeth. And they really opened my mind with what you could do with a guitar. Yes, you could call me a bit sheltered, but as I dove deeper into that type of music and learned to play more and improve my style, I really started to understand that there is no upper limit with music. When I turned 19, I started to become very interested in bands like the Beatles and the Beach Boys, especially John Lennon and Paul McCartney's songwriting partnership, as they were able to reach people all over the world with their music, and how simply crafted songs could turn a lot of people's mind and give them new ideas that normally wouldn't be possible. And the popularity they gained proved what a band could really be. And I wanted to bring something like that from my own imagination. And being able to join Skin Harvest has really helped my ability to express myself through vocals, which I am the singer. Something that I listen to that might surprise people given the music you make. Like I said, I'm really into the Beatles and the Beach Boys and bands like the Little River Band, who make extensive use of harmonies, which are very musical. Now, don't get me wrong, I still like bands like Killswitch Engage, Bullet for My Valentine, and some of the more modern bands. Most bands I listen to are from actually before my time. However, I find that some of the older music captures an essence of musicality that is just lost when people are making all of their music on computers and laptops. Having to create a song in the room that sounds good without the assistance of electronics is something that I particularly enjoy about songwriting, music making, and production. And I find that as I talk to people, I am somewhat unique in that aspect of finding that to be some of the best parts of making music. What is a non musical skill, hobby, or obsession in the band that has secretly shaped your music? Well, one of the games I play is a game called Old School RuneScape, which, if you haven't heard of it, good for you. But if you have, it's a game that is synonymous with grinding and long term progression. You might spend years trying to get to the point where you need to be. And in music, I find that having a long term attention span and being able to persevere is an extremely valuable thing. Most people nowadays do not have that ability to really dig into something for long periods of time. People say that the memory and is the attention spans have shortened with our growing use of technology. However, when you're making music, it takes a very long time to craft what could be a great song, and it takes hours upon hours of practice. You need to be able to adopt a grind attitude if you want to really make something special, especially when you talk about the recording side. You can record bar by bar and stitch it all together, but I find that being able to track something in the room with your band is much more enjoyable and satisfying. So yes, playing old school RuneScape has definitely helped my attention span to be able to do this sort of thing. Question 4. Who in the band would survive a zombie apocalypse the longest and why? Well, I myself am a creature of comfort. I do not particularly enjoy having to deal with zombies. However, I can tell you that our drummer, Jaybird, if he was allowed to, would live in the woods and hunt to eat and make big campfires. So he might have a better time in the zombie apocalypse than he does in modern life. And given that, considering my guitarist Zip is also a creature of comfort, I find that I'd have to give Jaybird the vote, our drummer, for being able to survive in a zombie apocalypse. And who knows, he might even enjoy it. Question 5 is where can people catch Skin Harvest Live in 2026? Well, I can tell you, the next big show, Tampa Bay's Hardcore Boom Fest 2026, Saturday, July 18th, all ages. Look at all those bands. Going to be at the Brass Mug. That's the next best place to catch us. We plan to bring the show on the road later in the year. But for now, come see us at the Brass Mug. Which carries us to question 6, the favorite venues to play shows at. I like to play as much as possible, following the old Van Halen standard of play wherever you can, whenever you can. I've played in cover bands. I have played in original bands. I played just with my, you can see, my Rickenbacker, playing old school classic rock. But the Brass Mug is one of the more fun places to play, to do heavy metal. Um, there's another answer to this question that kind of sidesteps the question, but if you were truly to ask me my favorite place to play music, it would probably be in the recording studio. I enjoy the exactness and the technical aspect of getting things quite right, and then being able to listen back and enjoy the fruits of our labor. 7. What platform can fans follow you on? Well, for me personally, the Facebook Don Alexander, the best place to follow me for my updates. And if you check on YouTube, all of my personal productions are on there, alongside some of the productions that I have worked for with the band. We want to start working with a professional recording studio. Right now, I have been the one producing all of our songs that you hear. Uh, and so, yeah, just Facebook, Don Alexander, YouTube, Don Alexander. I also have a Bandcamp, but that's for my personal music. Uh, I encourage you to listen to the Skin Harvest stuff that I have on YouTube because I find that that's some of the most engaging music that I have made in my career. Now, how would I describe Skin Harvest as a coffee? Well, I'll tell you what. Mm. I like my coffee with no bullshit, just black. The coffee that won World War II. And I would consider Skin Harvest the same. We're loud. We play with real amplifiers. There's no weird synthesizing noises. What you hear is what you get. There's no AI. There's no backing tracks. It's straight and to the point. It's punchy and powerful. Straight up black, straight up metal. Thank you.